Hello student, my name is Anil. So today we are going to learn about the suspension. So suspension, if we take an example of sand and water solution. So solution which is prepared by mixing sand and water is an example of the suspension. So you can see here the first property of the suspension is that it is a heterogeneous mixture. Why it is a heterogeneous mixture? Because we can clearly see sand and water in the solution. Okay. Second, size of solute particle is more than 1000 nanometer, and the size is enough so that we can easily see with our eyes. The size is large, so we can solute particles we can see easily with naked eyes. The fourth property, these particles are so large so they can be filtered by filter paper. They can be easily filtered by filter paper. If you want to separate sand and water, we can easily separate by using filter paper. So the sand remain in the filter paper. Now fifth property, these suspension are unstable. What do you mean by unstable? Means if we mix sand and water, after some time sand will settle down. Okay, sand will settle down from water, separate out. Now the sixth property, when we pass a beam of light through suspension, it is scattered. It is scattered by solute particles. So there will be a scattering of light in a solution. So these are the some properties of a suspension. Now next we have another small topic that is called concentration of solution. So what do you mean by concentration of solution? So concentration of solution means mass of solute dissolved in mass of solution. So concentration क्या होगी? Mass of solute by mass of solution. अगर उसकी परसेंटेज निकालनी है तो 100 से मल्टीप्लाई कर देंगे. For example, if we have 10 gram of sugar dissolved in 100 gram of solution, then what will the concentration of solution? Concentration is 10 by 100, and if we want to find out the percentage, we multiply with the 100. That means the solute, the sugar, is only 10% in the solution. Like this we find out the concentration of the solution. Next we have saturated solution. So what is the meaning of a saturated solution or saturate solution? A solution in which no more solute can be added is known as saturated solution. Suppose हमारे पास क्या है, 1 glass of water है, अब इस 1 गिलास पानी के अंदर अगर हम salt ऐड करें, so there will be a situation when no more salt will be added. The salt stop dissolving into the water. At that time, the solution what we get, that is known as saturated solution. Understood? Now, if we have a saturated solution, if we make a saturated solution, then if we have a saturated solution and if we give heat to the saturated solution, this solution will change into unsaturated solution. What happens when we give heat to the saturated solution and how it change into unsaturated solution? See, if we give heat to the saturated solution, the molecules of saturated solution become away, go far away from each other, so that there is some space, the gap between the molecules is generated, and in that gap we can add more amount of the solute. So the saturated solution become unsaturated solution by giving heat. So by giving heat, the intermolecular space between the molecules increases and saturated solution change into unsaturated solution. So this is about giving heat. And what happens if we cool down a saturated solution? If we cool down a saturated solution, the solute particles, the solute particle will come out, will separate out. Will separate out in form of crystals. अगर सैचुरेटेड सॉल्यूशन को कूल डाउन करते हैं, टेम्परेचर डाउन करते हैं, तो जो सॉलिड पार्टिकल्स हैं वो क्या होते हैं, वो सॉल्यूशन से सेपरेट आउट हो जाएंगे इन फॉर्म ऑफ क्रिस्टल्स. So this is the effect of temperature. If we increase temperature, saturated change into unsaturated, and cool down, they form crystals. Now next, another topic we have solubility. So what do you mean by solubility? Solubility means amount of solute which can be dissolved in 100 gram of solvent is known as solubility. मतलब एक सॉल्वेंट के अंदर, एक लिमिटेड सॉल्वेंट के अंदर कितना सोल्यूट ऐड हो सकता है, वो उसकी सोलिबिलिटी कहलाती है. ओके. अब जो सोलिबिलिटी है वो दो फैक्टर्स के ऊपर डिपेंड करती है. एक फैक्टर है टेम्परेचर. इफ वी इंक्रीज द टेम्परेचर, सोलिबिलिटी increases and vice versa. टेम्परेचर डिक्रीज होगा तो सॉल्युबिलिटी डिक्रीज हो जाएगी. अगर सॉलिड लिक्विड के अंदर डिसोल्व करते हैं, इसमें एग्जांपल होगा आपका सोल्ट एंड वाटर. ओके, शुगर एंड वाटर. अगर गर्म पानी के अंदर हम चीनी घोलें तो जल्दी घुल जाती है. ठंडे पानी के अंदर चीनी अगर डिसोल्व करते हैं, घोलने की कोशिश करते हैं, इट विल टेक टाइम. ओके, नाउ द प्रेशर. When we talk about the pressure, we talk about the gas in liquid. Okay, now if we increase pressure on gas, तो जो solubility होगी गैस की in liquid will increase. अगर गैस के ऊपर प्रेशर लगाएंगे तो वो गैस डिसोल्व जल्दी होगी लिक्विड के अंदर. अगर हम टेम्परेचर बढ़ाते हैं तो गैस की सॉल्युबिलिटी डिक्रीज होती है. सो बाय इंक्रीजिंग द टेम्परेचर, द सॉल्युबिलिटी ऑफ गैस इन लिक्विड will decrease. Clear? So next topic we have the difference between physical change and chemical change. So first of all we'll take physical change. Whenever there is a physical change, there will be no formation of new substance, no new substance formed. Okay, कोई नए substance की formation नहीं होगी. There will be change in physical properties only. So the physical change is just a temporary change. Next, physical changes are reversible. Physical changes are reversible. Let us take an example of physical change. First of all, ice, we have ice. If we have ice, we give heat to the ice, it will change into liquid water. Okay, solid form change into liquid. Solid change into liquid. This change of state is a physical change, so no new substance form. Solid ice change into liquid water. Okay, it's a temporary change. We can change liquid into solid again, so it's a reversible process. Now during this change there is no use of or evolution of or gain of heat. There is no use of heat or light energy. It is there, but it is in very small amount, or we can say small quantity, so that cannot be measured by us. Next one is physical change. In physical change, mass of substance remains same. So this is physical change. Now come to the chemical change. Actually these changes we already discussed in the lower classes. Again we are revising in our chapter. So during a chemical change, a new substance formed. Take example, if we have milk, then it will change into curd. Okay, So the curd property is totally different from the milk. So it's a chemical change, new substance form. Next property is, and this is a permanent change. So we cannot change curd into the milk again. So that means it's a permanent change, and permanent means it is a irreversible change. Irreversible change. Now, during a chemical change, there will be change of heat or light. There will be evolution or absorption of light. Okay, there will be use of heat and light in a chemical reaction. Use means there will be evolution or absorption of light or heat. And if there is a change in mass of, if this chemical change so in a chemical change, there will be change in color, or there will be evolution of gas, like that, so that we can see that there is a chemical change. We can observe by change in color, by evolution of gas, and change in temperature. Like this we can find out that there is a chemical change. So these are the basic difference between physical and chemical change.